And welcome into Trends and Friends, everyone. Happy Thursday. I'm Kelsey Pittman. I'm so excited for today. If you love sweet treats and alcohol, guess what? One local company is coming up with a treat, pairing them together, and she's here to tell us all about it.
I take your favorite cocktail and turn it into sweets, anything from cakes to cupcakes to sugar cookies. I've alcoholed up puppy chow, you name it, I can turn it into anything. And I've made old fashions. I've even done some of the hard, more bourbon, male-centered cocktails. There isn't any cocktail I can't turn into a sweet. So it started off with the original, which is the butterscotch rum. And then from there I did chocolates, I've done red velvets, and then I started talking to my husband and I said, I bet I can turn cocktails into cakes, because he likes to have a cocktail every now and then. So I started messing around with recipes and came up with a whole book of them. So I actually went to TABC to make sure I was legal. I handed them my recipe book and gave them samples and said, do I need to have a special license? And they said, no, it falls under the cooked penal code. Mm-hmm. And so it's like if I was making my own like imitation vanilla or whatever, there's alcohol in that. So I just warn parents, I say it does have alcohol in it, so if you don't want your kid to have a taste of alcohol, don't let them eat it. But, I mean, my thing is, all the cakes that we get for birthdays and Christmas and anniversary have a thick layer of sugary frosting, and they're kids' cakes. These are adults. A whole cup of Captain Morgan in there. And then I have some secret ingredients that I proprietary to keep it very moist, because alcohol will dry out a cake very quickly. And then I started messing around with, do I want to do frosting? So I came up with, let's start doing drizzles, and I put a little bit of alcohol in that because that does not burn off. And so that's how I started off making the cakes. And from there it's gone to cupcakes and sugar cookies and puppy chow and cake pops. The butterscotch rum, this one is called a dark chocolate sea salt caramel martini. So it has like Bailey's and vodka and stuff in it. And then the peach bourbon, I actually make my own jams. So I put a whole jar of peach jam in there as well. And then it's got a whole cup of bourbon. And I use the good stuff. The reason why my prices are high is I use like Crown, Grey Goose, the good stuff. Because if you use cheap alcohol, it bakes off and it leaves a bitter taste. Those are some of my best sellers. And then this one here is cinnamon whiskey. I can't call it Fireball. And then this one here is a strawberry margarita. And then I do non-alcoholic cakes too. Like my pastor likes that. So this one is based off the Starbucks mocha. Okay. And I do like a caramel macchiato and regular flavors and stuff. And I always tell people, you can't really get drunk off my stuff. You'll probably go into diabetic coma before you end up drunk. They can be for birthday parties. You can order one for your office. But also, I mean, I can do weddings. You know, a lot, nowadays, cupcakes, bundt cakes, those are part of weddings instead of the big sugary cakes and stuff. Quinceañeras, anniversaries, all that stuff. I have 2 spots. My email is n.line.turney@boozybakerytx.com. I have a website. It is up and running. It shows everything I've made with prices. Within a week, you'll be able to order, and it'll shoot me an email telling me what you want. And so the website is boozybakerytx.com. I also have a Facebook page that you could reach out to me through there, and it's Boozy Bakery TX. When I set up out here at Prairie Blossom, I have samples. And they're in little shot glasses, and people take one bite and then they go, okay, I gotta have another one. And then they try all the flavors, and I usually end up selling out because they're that good. I mean, once you try it, they're that good. I've been baking for a long time, but the business started in March.
Okay.
So
it's fairly new.
It's fairly new. We all had COVID in October. My dad passed away. He says, you need to retire from teaching. It's just too much. And he wanted me to do the business.
Wow, that's awesome.
And so that's what I did.